This is... Hello everybody, this is Armaldork here today, and I'm going to be showing you my entire video game collection. I own a lot of video games, though recently I did sell some of the ones that I'm less familiar with or had multiple copies of to Chum Lee's down in Brockville to get some cash, which I then spent on less video games than what I sold. I did sell a lot, so my video game collection is a bit low looking right now, but those are ones that I never would have played in the first place. Things like Rock Band, sports games, and the Sword of Vermilion for Sega Genesis, and Star Trek for the Game Boy, which, well, unless you're a diehard Star Trek fan, you don't like Star Trek. Like me. Honestly, that Star Trek game for the Game Boy was the worst game I ever played. Yeah, just games I never played, so there are a lot of missing spots in my collection over there. But yeah, I'm going to be showing you the entire thing today, down to every last friggin' console. So, roll the intro, let's get to it. I thought I'd start off by going through some of my consoles. So here I got 2 of my 3 Xbox 360s. I have all my 3 of them I have are the arcade edition, which is that one. I do have this one, which is an older arcade edition. This is the newer one. But this one doesn't, this bottom one doesn't work at all as far as I know. Red Ring of Death. I got it for $2 at a yard sale, so what do you want? Over here we got my N64. I got the classic standard charcoal 64. I keep GoldenEye in it right now, because that was just the last game I played in it. Over here I just got a Lego spaceship I made randomly, and a broken Xbox hard drive, as well as a Trap Team portal from Skylanders. And down here I have my NES. This is legit, not the classic edition. This is my real NES, which not many people have one of these anymore. It's a good little console. Now you might realize the rest of my shelf looks a bit empty. That's usually where I keep my cartridges and controllers, but I kind of moved them for the collection video. And let me go through a bit more of my cartridges, my consoles in a second. Okay, so this is the box of unused gaming stuff. This is stuff that I don't use either because I have another console or just I don't have anywhere to hook it up. All my gaming consoles, besides my mobiles, which I will show you last, are kind of fluctuated throughout the house in 3 places, and that's this box, my TV over there, and the TV in the living room, which is the one I'm going to show you last. First up, we have my not working Wii, which since I do have another working one, I've transferred all the data off it. We are actually going to take apart and try to get to work. We got a portal from Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. Actually, this might be a Giants one. Not sure. I think it's Spyro's Adventure, though. They're both the same. Just they have different things in them. This is my PS1. It's a bit dusty. It's been in there for a while since I have the PS2. So I don't really use it. But it is fully functional. I'll use it every once in a while. Just for nostalgic purposes. Here's a bunch of cords. Here we got my Genesis. I've actually never played this one because I don't have any cords to hook it into the TV, and I keep meaning to buy some off eBay, but they're kind of hit or miss with anything off eBay, though I am going to get some stuff soon so I can hook this thing up, though it does need a massive dusting. Whew, more than just a bit of a wind blow. This is my big PS2, the giant one that's more similar to the Xbox 360. I have the smaller one hooked up. This one just isn't as good as the smaller one, in my opinion. PS2 is actually probably one of the most durable consoles you ever own. And down here I have my third Xbox 360. It's also an arcade edition, and it's the one I had the longest before it broke down, and then I had to resort to buying junk ones to try and keep playing my games. Oh yeah, I guess we'll get on to the next part of my collection. Okay, right here we have the last bundle of video game consoles, being my PS2 Slim, my silver GameCube, and my Wii, all hooked up to this TV, as well as a GameCube remote, a third-party extension, and a really dirty PS1 remote. as well as my Wii remotes over here. Well, some of the Wii remote stuff. And now for my mobile consoles. I have this extremely banged up Game Boy that I am ordering a new casing for off eBay. I'm going to get myself a yellow one just because I like banana yellow. It's just always a color I like. This one I actually have an interesting story with it. One time I was playing and I shocked myself. For a minute I thought I was dead. It was one of the scary moments of my life. Here I got my Game Boy Advance. Works perfectly fine. The only thing wrong with it is a small scratch right here on the screen. Probably see it. Other than that, it's in near mint condition. There's also some pen marks on the power button. And a couple smudges on everything, but other than that, it's pretty good. I do actually own a third-party rubber bumper case for it, just to protect it in case I drop it, but I took it off for the showcase in this video. Then over here, I got my 3DS. You know, just the standard blue and black one with the purple stylus. Nothing too fancy. And then over here, I just have some 3 mini 1K arcade consoles. Here I got Galaxium, which is, everybody knows is just Galaga, but they renamed. Just a Battleship handheld. And my Toy Story Buzz Lightyear handheld. This is actually a pretty interesting one that I might cover in another video, because it is pretty rare as far as I know. Harder to get these days. Okay, we're going to move on to the controllers now. Okay, let's get to my gaming remotes. So to start it all off, I think I'll start with the newer stuff. We got 4 Xbox 360 remotes, 3 of them being official Microsoft, 1 of them being a third-party controller. Then we got 2 Wii remotes. This one doesn't work very well. I am looking for a replacement for it, as well as this one is in the Wii jacket. I have another Wii jacket, I just don't have this one on, as well as I lost the battery backing for that. This is just a box where I got my other Wii case, a Wii wheel, and 3 nunchucks. Over here, we got my selection of PlayStation remotes. We got 6 of them. I got 2 standard ones for the PS1, 2 standard ones for the PS2, and then I got a see-through one for each of them. Down here, we got my Sega Genesis remotes. Got 2 of those, just normal Sega Genesis remotes. Then we got my 2 GameCube remotes, 1 silver one that matches my GameCube, as well as a third-party one from a, I don't remember what that's called. I think it's like Cats or something. It's from Mad Catz. As well as I have these 2 extension cables for the GameCube, also third-party. These ones are also by Mad Catz. They're 6 feet long. Up here, I have my NES remotes. And the 3DS charging dock above them. I have the gun and the 2 remotes, which is all you really need for that console because, well, I guess if I wanted to collect the Power Glove and some of the more obscure controllers, but... And then I got 5 N64 remotes. I don't get what the point of having 5 is, I just have 5. 2 grays, a green, a blue, and a black. Considering the N64 is a 4-player console, you know, like most consoles these days, it is dumb that I have 5. But anyways, let's get on to the games, finally. Okay, I decided let's start with the PS1. First, I got Crash Team Racing. I have Rampage 2 Universal Tour. I have the original Spyro the Dragon Collector's Edition. Spyro Ripto's Rage Collector's Edition, though I am missing the topping for it. Like the top part of the case. My case is a bit broken. And then I got Harry Potter the Philosopher's Stone, which actually has the Sorcerer's Stone and the Philosopher's Stone games inside of it. Has the American one and the rest of the world one. GTA 2, which as many might know is my least favorite game of all time. Tarzan, which I've never actually played this one, though it is one I'm going to try playing soon. And Enter Electro Spider-Man 2, blah, blah, blah. I am actually going to be playing this one soon because I have some friends that tell me it's pretty good. I've never played this one, though, so... Next up, we have my GameCube collection. This is definitely one that I do want to increase the size of and pick up some of the more popular titles like Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker and Paper Mario, but I haven't got there yet. Right now, it's a small collection. So I got 007 Everything or Nothing, 007 Nightfire, The Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition, which I wish I had the case for. Then I got Mario Kart Double Dash. Just right now, I'm going to tell you, I didn't pay for any of these. I got them for free from a dump. 007 Agent Under Fire. Whoever had these games once really liked 007 because there's 3 of them here. And then I got Lord of the Rings, Tale of Two Towers, or whatever the frig it's called. Yeah, so that's my GameCube collection. 6 games, pretty simple. I do want to increase my size for that one though, so yeah. This is gonna be a fun one to sort through. My PS2 collection. We got the B-movie game. This is the only one that's not in its proper case. Actually, my dog chewed up the case. I was just lucky enough that the game was in the PS2 when it happened, so I didn't lose this game because it's actually a pretty fun game. GTA San Andreas, which is undoubtedly one of my favorite games of all time. Then I got DT Racer, Need for Speed Underground 2. You'll notice there's a lot of racing ones here. Corvette, Pro Street, Need for Speed, Starsky and Hutch. Oh, and I got a lot of the Harry Potters. Harry Potter Order of the Phoenix, Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets, Harry Potter Prisoner of Azkaban. Is that it? I thought I had more Harry Potters. Maybe I do. The Dog Island. Harvest Moon, Save the Homeland. That one I don't really play. That one's more my brother's, but... Alright, let's get to another stack of these things. Okay, we got Reckless, Driver, Dukes of Hazzard, which I love this game. I love Dukes of Hazzard. Bad Boys, which this one I've never played. It just kind of sits there. Another 007 game, Everything or Nothing. I just realized I have this for 2 consoles. I actually didn't know that. I did not know I had this for GameCube and PS2. Resident Evil Code Veronica. I actually didn't know I had that one either. Wall-E. NFS Carbon. I actually have that for 2 consoles, and if I didn't sell the one for Xbox, I'd have it for 3 consoles. Then I got Monster Jam 4x4. This is an amazing game. I love this one. Then I got Cars, which is actually nothing like the movie. It's a pretty good game. And then I got another copy of Dukes of Hazzard, Return of the General Lee. So I got 2 copies of that. Onward to the last stack. Got Ford Racing 3, LA Rush. That's a pretty good one. Open Season. Percy Jackson's King Kong. Oh, Peter Jackson. Whoops. I said Percy Jackson. The Simpsons game. That one is fun. Pick this one up if you see it. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Midnight Club 2. This isn't actually Midnight Club. It's not Midnight Club 2. It's actually Midnight Club Street Racing, which I don't know what number that is, but it's not Midnight Club 2. Need for Speed Underground, Grand Theft Auto 3, and Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. You're probably seeing the pattern here. I have a lot of Grand Theft Auto stuff. Okay, on to the next group of games. Next are 2 games I thought I'd just throw in together. My Wii U and original Xbox collections. I just have Shrek 2 for the original Xbox, and for Wii U, I have Pikmin 3. That's all I got for those 2 consoles, so no sense recording them at different times. I just throw this to the side. Okay, it's time to make our way through the Xbox 360's games. We got Spyro's Adventure, Call of Duty Ghosts, which I never play. I don't like Call of Duty games. Full Auto, Minecraft, that's not this one. Everybody has that. Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, that's a pretty good game, and Juice 2. This was one of my favorite racing games for a long time, but now I don't like it that much anymore. Then we got Cars, the Xbox 360, Gun, GTA 5, Skylanders Trap Team, The Outfit, Skylanders Superchargers, which I actually have 2 copies of, Forza Motorsport 2, Stuntman Ignition. Then on to the next pile, we got Acme Arsenal. This is a wonderful game you should pick up. Sonic Unleashed. I'm not the biggest Sonic fan. This one's more my brother's game. Forza Motorsport. Sorry, never mind. This one's Forza Horizon 2. Got Rock Band 3. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare Gold Edition. This one's pretty cool. I got the Gold Edition. Wonder if that one's worth any more money. Pimp My Ride. Indiana Jones, Skylanders Swap Force, which I have called before my favorite Skylanders game. Then we got GTA 4. That's the last of the GTA games, I promise. Batman, Lego Batman 2. Like, that one's a great game. Kung Fu Panda. Cars 2, the video game. That one's actually pretty fun. Then we got PGR 4. Need for Speed Rivals. That other copy of Skylanders Superchargers I mentioned. And then we got Skylander Giants. This was the friggin' third copy I bought before one actually worked in my old Xbox. Oh yeah, there's my Xbox collection. As you can see, the disc piles are getting pretty high. Okay, we're on to the last stack of disc-based games. We got Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition, Resident Evil The Umbrella Chronicles, Wii Fit, that one practically everybody owns. Hot Wheels Track Attack. I don't get what it is, but Game Boy Advance has so many Hot Wheels games. There's like 30 on there. Call of Duty 3. I don't know. MX versus ATV Untamed. Crash of the Titans. That one's a great. No, this one isn't Crash of the Titans. This is Crash Mind Over Mutant. Great friggin' game. Pick it up if you see it. I actually got this one at the dollar store for. No, not dollar store. This one was actually at a thrift stop for $1, so couldn't pass it up. Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Game you should definitely buy. How to Train Your Dragon. This one you should definitely buy. It's actually more like a it's more like Street Fighter but with dragons. It's pretty fun. Lego Star Wars Complete Saga for Wii. DK Jungle Beats. Kirby's Epic Yarn, which this is like the platformer I'm focusing most of my time on right now. This is the one I'm working on getting. I got this for $5 at a yard sale. Skylanders Trap Team. Need for Speed Carbon for the Wii, as I said I had. Sonic the Black Knight. That one my brother plays more than me. As I said, I'm really not much of a Sonic fan. Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. The Bigs sports game. I don't really play that. This is actually Mater's Tall Tales. Even though it says Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, it isn't. Sky Captain. And Strike Elite, which I do have the gun attachment for, which I probably should have shown, but I forgot. Titanic. Secrets of the Fateful Voyage. That's actually not that good of a game. It's not that good. It's more of an interactive storybook. And then Super Mario Galaxy. Again, one that everybody should own. So after getting through all of this, we're still not done. I know I don't have the biggest gaming collection, but you got to admit, I do have quite the hefty set. And here's the consoles I pulled out of the box of shame. But no, because we still have cartridge-based games. Dun, dun, dun! Okay, starting over here, we have my Sega Genesis collection. I only have 4 games. Gunstar Heroes, which will not be in my collection for much longer because I do plan on selling it to afford a Easy Flash, yeah, and some other N64 games I want to afford because this one's a pretty rare game. Then we got Arrow the Acrobat over here. This one's pretty common. Junk. Then we got Echo the Dolphin. You know that fun children's game where you spin dash jellyfish until you get the end where it's a giant bloody zombie kraken for the boss. You know, quality children's entertainment. Honestly, I don't get why they packaged such a evil boss into this game, but then we got Mortal Kombat. Great game. And over here we have my 3DS collection. We have Mario Maker, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, Bust-A-Move Universe, Pokemon X, and then we got 4 caseless ones up here. Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask Remastered, Mario Kart 7, Pokemon Y, and Pokemon Ultra Moon. See, Pokemon X is the only Pokemon game here besides Pokemon Yellow that doesn't belong to me. It belongs to my brother. And I'm showing it anyways. Over here we have all my Game Boy games, which I did sell a couple of to afford some other games. We have The Incredibles, 2 of the Hot Wheels games on 1 cartridge, Tetris, Donkey Kong Country 2, and Kong. Over here for regular Game Boy games, these were Game Boy Advance, we have Quicks, Kirby's Dream Land 2, Super Mario Land, Pokemon Red, which is mine original Pokemon game, Pokemon Yellow, which is my brother's original Pokemon game. It took me $40 to get that thing for him. Anyways, and then I got Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages. This one is Ages, right? Yeah, that's Oracle of Ages. And then I got Wario Land 3. Over here in my NES section, I got 2 copies of the original Mario Bros. Duck Hunt combo. Super Mario Bros. 3, whatever that is, a golf game, Monopoly, that one's pretty fun. And then Double Dragon 2. I got this one for 50 cents at a yard sale. Couldn't turn it down, especially since I had the sleeve, even if it doesn't work. I don't know if it works. I actually haven't tried that one yet. Then we got Mario Kart 64. This is my N64 collection, rounding off the end. Then we got Mario Kart 64, Killer Instinct Gold, Mega Man 64, Castlevania, which is one of 2 games that gave birth to in a completely new genre. Star Fox 64, Cruisin' USA, another Hot Wheels game. That one is Hot Wheels Turbo Racing. That one's my personal favorite out of all the Hot Wheels games I own. And Rush 2. Rush 2 is just an amazing racing game. You gotta get this one. It's awesome. And it's one of the cheaper games for the console. But yeah, Star Fox 64 is probably, with Mario Kart, these are probably the two more popular ones for the console I own. But I actually had 3 copies of Mario Kart, but I sold 2 of them. And honestly, who needs 3 copies of Mario Kart 64? Definitely not me. I kept the one that was in the best condition and then sold the other 2. Got $50 out of them. It was a good day for me. Okay, so I hope you liked my gaming collection. I have well over 200 games. Over there's my Skylanders, which I cover in a different video, so you might want to check that one out. Thank you everyone for watching and checking out my massive gaming collection. See ya.